Hello and welcome to my PvP commentary. Today we are on the Stamina Templar and I have a series of clips for you guys. To start off, we go for the burst on this guy and he just enters cloak right before we can get the executioner cancel there. So good call on his part to stay alive, and we're just going to kite away from the DC group here. We go for the split into the rocks here because the rocks, of course, such a great LOS, allows us to really get some good distance on the group. And as you can see, they decide not to chase. There's only a couple of blues there, so I just head back and I'm going to re-engage with them. We see this guy here. I dot him up, but he doesn't attack back. I think he's going to be friendly, and we've got some other blue chasing us down here. Looks like we've got a bit of attention, making sure to purge those curses as we retreat so that as soon as we can go on the offensive here. But we've just got quite a few blue chasing us here. So I'm just going to do a bit of a kite, try to split this group up. The enemy meteor coming down, quickly block that. We're going to roll right away and just get our movement speed buff up yet again. Chug the potion there, purge off the negative effects, and just turn and try yet again to see if we can set a combo. But we've got the blue coming at us pretty fast, so we're just going to have to be very careful how we engage with these guys here. Break more distance, manage to get behind this tree, and now you can see that we're actually going to be able to have a little bit of stuff to work with. We've got a nice little spot here. We try to block the enemy meteor yet again, but unfortunately I'm a little slow to the block there, so we get hit by the meteor, but it's okay. We quickly heal ourselves up, and now we have the single player who's overextended. We dot him up, get him with that greatsword ultimate after the stun. Really nice kill, and now we're low on stamina. Just go for a kite behind the rocks with the mist form, and we're going to come back around the other side to engage with these guys. And here we see the first player going for the res. We dot him up, hit him with the bash for the interrupt off balance into the greatsword ultimate, and down he goes as well. And now we've got two bodies sitting there. The Sork up top just kind of poking us, but if we hug the wall there, he can't hit us at a distance, and he decides to go for the res. So we're just going to do the same thing, dot him up, hit him with the bash, and go for some executes, but he goes right into his shields, and we've got the enemy Magblade coming in with the gank as well. So I just kite behind the tree to break some distance from the Sork and hopefully from the Magblade as well, and then come back up to the top of this platform just to be able to guard the bodies as well as apply some pressure here. The Sork tries again for the res. We dot him up yet again, and now we know the Nightblade's going to engage. There we see his attacks. We do a great job rolling, blocking, and then misting the Nightblade's gank while still applying the dot pressure to the Sork. The Sork, we get him with a good stun there into the Greatsword ultimate, the light attack executioner, a nice clean kill, and the Nightblade actually ends up not re-engaging with us, and a couple friendly blue here. We just wave at them and we'll be on our way. So I make my way back towards Bleakers, and here we see some blue riding by. I get a good stun off this guy on the horse, the poor level 22. Really fast combo to bring that guy down. And now we see a Dragon Knight ride up as well, and I'm just going to dot him up to force him to engage here. But there we see the Valken Scoria, the fire damage. A Dragon Knight is a very difficult fight for a build like Ghost. I always have a lot of trouble because they can dish out a lot of damage to me, and they often have quite a strong block, and that means that we have to be very careful how we pick our attacks on them. Otherwise, we can end up wasting a lot of our resource and even our ultimate if we don't hit him at the right time. So I decide to kite out the Dragon Knight as always. A Dragon Knight is just such a tricky fight on this build. You have to be very patient with it, and the Magblade from earlier is still on top of us here, so I'm holding my block, making sure to keep my roll up, just staying conscientious of the Nightblade while the Dragon Knight jumps off the hill here to re-engage, and the Nightblade opens from a distance there. We get a good stun off on the DK. We go for the Greatsword ultimate into the Executioner, and we just hold block back into mist form after the kill, and the Nightblade does not re-engage again. So for the next clip here, guys, we just, we see this guy sitting here, and I stand next to him. He realizes that I'm there, comes back from his AFK and kind of panics, and I just see what these guys are going to do. The first guy here is just kind of shooting at me. He's playing a very high HP build, and look at that. We know that this guy's going to go for the gank. Great read off of the ambush there, and we're just going to kite out a little bit of his offensive pressure here. We're getting a lot of off balance on him, and look, we've already put some damage into him, and he is not healing himself. There is the stun into the Greatsword ultimate, and down that guy goes. We quickly stun the first player that we saw here as another Nightblade opens with a gank from the side. We're just going to break it, roll behind the tree, purge off the negative effects, and then hit the Nightblade with the Pottle. We actually catch him with the Stealth Detect as well, so we do a nice big pop on his stealth there, and here we see again he's channeling the snipe out of stealth, big no-no. We hit him with the stun into the greatsword alt, and down he goes. And the first Nightblade comes to re-engage with us as well. Really nice off-balance stun. We read the ambush there, so we get a great off-balance stun off the partial charged heavy. Go for the crit rush into the Executioner, the power of the light, bringing him down. A nice, clean, snappy movement combo there to kill that guy. And now we've got this poor guy left. He doesn't even break the stun, man. And down he goes. And finally, guys, our last clip is a mile gate fight. So we've got a lot of players just kind of attacking us here. As you can see, I'm always getting chased by that big group of players. We got a lot of blue behind us, and I'm just going to use my mist form, kite up this hill, and try to get someone to overextend. A good purge coming out of mist there, and we see the warden. We go for the power of the light, go for the poison injection. We block, go into the javelin light attack, into the ultimate, and a really snappy roll executioner to bring that guy down. A really quick burst to turn on that warden there. And yeah, this group's just going to keep pressuring us, so we just have to keep kiting back, take a nice big smack from the enemies there, go for a big fat rally heal, and we're just going to kite back behind this tree, reset our defensive buffs there, our rune and our rally, and just continue to work our way back. Use the purge to break the stun from the Sork as well. You can actually purge the rune cage, so that's one way to deal with it. And there we see all of the blue, man. They chase us up the top here. We're just going to try to kite through them here. We get pulled by the chain, so I just go for the direction shift with the chain and come up the stairs instead. Get a good stun off on this guy as he's not paying attention. However, you just get healed right away by the friendly healers, and we're just going to have to kite this group out. It's very, very hard for us to even pick a single target if we can land all the attacks, just due to how much healing they have when they're all piled up like that. So the kite around the corner works fairly well when we drop down here. However, the blue are still pretty hot on my tail, and there's more blue than just the guys that were chasing me in here as well. So we just go for a couple bit of attacks on these guys, but I decide to not commit to any offensive pressure there as we've got a lot of blue on our tail. And I go for the drop down here, and then we actually split back inside. Now, this is a great strat because now we've got the yellow behind us instead of the blue, and they're going to clash with each other on that other side. So it just allows me to kind of reset the engagement with the yellow here. And as you can see, the yellow aren't super aggressive to where I'm at here. We go for a good javelin stun on this guy, and we're denied the crit rush by the block here. Oh my gosh. So I finally managed to hop up here. The Nightblade ambushes out of the corner there, and now I'm stuck in the corner. Go for the mist form, so I managed to pop out of there. I think I was actually immobilized, and I turned my head around, and the blue have already crushed the yellow players that have come in here. So I decide, okay, we're just going to move up in the tower again and just wait for the blue to follow us. Here we go. A blue Dragon Knight comes up the side here. We try to get the stun off on him there. He does a good job blocking it and then responds with the wings as we go for the javelin there. So I actually self-stun myself off the DK. We're going to quickly break it, go for the purge, and kite back upstairs. The purge, of course, such an effective snare because it will snare every level of people on this staircase. So dropping it in the middle of this staircase is so great for our style of build especially. We re-engage with the blue here to try to help out the one yellow guy, but these blue players are very, very tanky. So we're just going to have to be very patient and pick our attacks yet again. Trying to get that heavy attack into the javelin off. We do get this stun. However, there's just too many blues, and I yet again am forced back out of this spot. And we're just going to jump down to the bottom here. Another player kind of follows us. We go for the stun, but I'm fairly low stamina, and I don't want to pull too much attention. Quickly get a snappy res op on one of the EP players there. And the blue actually migrate out of the keep, and I re-engage off to the right side with the group again. We try to put some damage into this guy, but we take the counter stun, so we're just going to be patient yet again, checking around here to see what it's going on. We've got yellow showing up as well. I go into the back of blue. We get the stun off on the DK in the back there, and then I go into my mist, stun the lower health player. We go for the greatsword ultimate. We actually execute the other player, not the player we hit with the ultimate, but that's okay. We took one guy down, and we're just going to kite around here, making sure to use our purge. And look at how we hold our block in between the rolls and skill casts there. We really don't want to get stunned open field like that, so it's really important that I have my defenses up like that in that position. And now we are back in our cubby hole, just trying to re-engage with these guys from the safety of our cubby. There we see we get a good stun off on that guy there, but I actually crit rush into the wrong target, so I'm not able to capitalize on that stun. So we're just going to go back around the side, heal ourselves up, and reset our buffs. And there we see we get a good stun off on this guy into the greatsword ult. Oh, he's so close to dead. Oh, he just gets away. He's getting healed as well. Pretty much if we don't get the kill instantly in that situation, we have to give up because he's going to get healed up right away. So we go back up to the top for the disengage. And now blue pulls into the building here, and I actually catch this guy. Super low HP, but look at how trolly this is. I'm circling around him, and he's actually perfectly in spot with his pet. Like, I kid you not, I could not hit him because it would always target the pet first. So now the pet's finally moved off of him. We get this stun there, and we hit him with that last little light attack, the power of the light, bringing him down. And this Sork here, I'm not really sure what's going on. I think he's lagging out or something, so I just stop attacking him, and he takes a kind of a weird stun from a Nightblade out of stealth. So this is about the part where we're just going to get into a fight where we're going to die yet again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun playing this build today. If you guys want to check this build out, it is, of course, on my YouTube channel. It is called Ghost. If you guys liked this video, hit the like button. If you guys are new here, subscribe. We've got lots of ESO content, lots of solo PvP footage as well, commentaries, builds. We feature community builds as well. If you guys want to send in any community content, you can send that to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. And finally, guys, we are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers, and they give me better ping to ESO, and they're free to try in the link below. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a fantastic night, and I hope to see you next time.